Meet Sarah. She's 32, works full-time, and makes decent money. But every month, her bank account feels empty. Credit card bills, rent, and random expenses eat up her paycheck. She tries to save, but always ends up spending more than she planned. Sound familiar? Many people struggle with money, no matter how much they earn. The problem isn't just income, it's spending habits. This is where Dave Ramsey comes in. He's helped millions of people get out of debt and build wealth. His advice? Be smart with money and live frugally. But frugal living doesn't mean being cheap. It means being intentional with every dollar. It's about spending on what matters and cutting out what doesn't. And in 2025, with prices rising and financial stress at an all-time high, these habits are more important than ever. In this video, we'll explore 6 unique, modern frugal habits inspired by Dave Ramsey. They're realistic and easy to follow, no extreme sacrifices required. If you're ready to save money, pay off debt, and finally feel in control of your finances, keep listening. One of these habits might just change your life. Habit 1. The no-brand experiment. How generic products can save thousands. Sarah used to buy the same groceries every week, her favorite cereal, a well-known toothpaste, and the expensive laundry detergent she'd always used. One day, she decided to try something different. Instead of buying name-brand products, she switched to the store's generic versions. At checkout, she was shocked. Her total was $40 less than usual for the same items. Over a year, that could mean saving over $2,000 just on groceries. Dave Ramsey always says, your brand loyalty is making you broke. Many people believe expensive brands are better, but in reality, generic products often have the same ingredients and quality, just without fancy packaging and advertising. In fact, research shows that generic brands can be 20% to 50% cheaper than name brands. The best way to see the difference is by testing it yourself. Try the no-brand experiment for 1 month. Buy generic versions of everyday products, groceries, medicine, cleaning supplies, even clothes. Compare them to your usual brands. You might find that the store-brand cereal tastes just as good, or that generic pain relievers work exactly the same as the name-brand ones. For some things, you might prefer the original, but for many, you won't notice a difference, except in your bank account. A family of 4 can easily save over $5,000 a year just by making this simple switch. If you make it a game, it becomes fun. Rate each generic product, find the best hidden gems, and challenge yourself to keep saving. The less you spend on things that don't matter, the more money you have for the things that do. Habit 2. The digital envelope system. Automate your budget. Dave Ramsey made the cash envelope system famous. The idea is simple. Put your money into separate envelopes for different expenses, groceries, entertainment, eating out, so you never spend more than you planned. But in 2025, cash isn't practical for most people. That's why it's time to upgrade to the digital envelope system. Emma and her husband were always wondering, where did all our money go? They tried budgeting, but every month they overspent. Then they found a modern solution. Apps. These apps act like digital envelopes. You set money aside for different categories, and once an envelope is empty, you stop spending. Here's how it works. At the start of the month, Emma sets aside $500 for groceries, $200 for dining out, and $100 for fun. Every time she spends, the app automatically deducts from the right envelope. If the restaurant envelope runs out, she knows it's time to eat at home. No more guessing, no more overspending. The best part? This system helps people pay off debt faster. Instead of wondering if they have extra money, they see exactly how much they can send toward their loans. One couple used this method to pay off $30,000 in debt in just 18 months. With a digital envelope system, every dollar has a job. It's like having a personal finance coach in your pocket, keeping you on track, helping you spend wisely, and making sure you hit your money goals. Habit 3. The side hustle sprint. Earn more, pay off debt faster. Maria was stuck. She had $15,000 in credit card debt and was barely making progress. She cut back on spending, followed a budget, and tried to save, but it wasn't enough. Then she heard Dave Ramsey's advice. You don't have an income problem, you have a spending problem. But what if making more money was the fastest way to get out of debt? That's when Maria tried the 90-day side hustle sprint. For 3 months, she took on extra work and put every extra dollar toward debt. She babysat on weekends, sold old clothes online, and worked a few hours a week as a virtual assistant. In just 3 months, she made $5,000, money that would have taken her a year to save on her normal budget. The idea is simple. Pick a side hustle and go all in for 90 days. Work extra hours, take small jobs, sell things you don't need, or offer a skill online. Many people are earning money through AI-assisted freelancing, tutoring, pet sitting, or even renting out a spare room. At the end of 3 months, Maria had knocked out 1/3 of her debt. She didn't have to hustle forever, just long enough to make a huge dent in her financial goals. If you need to pay off debt faster, don't just save, earn more. A short-term push can bring long-term relief, and financial freedom can come sooner than you think. Habit 4. The don't cosign loans rule. Protect your future. Michael's younger brother wanted to buy a car, but had bad credit. The bank wouldn't approve his loan unless someone cosigned. Michael wanted to help, so he signed the loan for him. Everything seemed fine, until his brother lost his job and stopped making payments. Suddenly, Michael was responsible for a debt he didn't even create. His credit score dropped, and the bank demanded payments from him. Dave Ramsey warns, never cosign for anyone. Not your kids, not your best friend, not your family. The reason? Banks only require a cosigner when they believe the borrower is too risky. If the person doesn't pay, you become responsible for the entire loan. Even if you trust someone, life happens. They might lose their job, have a medical emergency, or simply forget payments. If that happens, you're stuck paying their debt. Worse, missed payments will damage your credit score, making it harder for you to buy a home, get a loan, or even rent an apartment. Instead of cosigning, Ramsey suggests helping in other ways, like offering financial advice, helping them budget, or gifting a small amount if you can afford it. But never risk your financial future for someone else's mistakes. Saying no might feel hard, but protecting your money is more important. You work too hard to pay off someone else's debt. Habit 5. The No Spend Weekend Challenge. Mindful spending. James and his wife loved weekends, but they always seemed to spend too much. Friday night takeout, Saturday shopping, Sunday brunch. It all added up. At the end of the month, they were shocked to see they had spent over $600 just on weekends. That's $7,200 a year, almost enough for a vacation or paying off a car loan. Dave Ramsey teaches that small, unnecessary spending is what keeps people broke. But cutting back doesn't have to feel like a punishment. That's where the No Spend Weekend Challenge comes in. Instead of restricting spending every day, focus on just 2 days a week. For one weekend, don't spend money on anything except essentials like gas or emergencies. No eating out, no shopping. Instead, find free or low-cost ways to enjoy your weekend. Have a home-cooked dinner, go on a picnic, explore a local hiking trail, or invite friends over for a game night. At first, James and his wife thought it would be boring. But after a few weekends, they realized they were saving hundreds of dollars without feeling deprived. They also became more mindful of where their money was going. If you do this twice a month, you could save $3,000 to $5,000 a year. The best part? It's not about saying no to fun. It's about finding better ways to enjoy life while keeping more money in your pocket. Habit 6. The debt-free social life. Friends who help, not hurt. Lena used to feel pressure every weekend. Her friends loved going out to expensive restaurants, planning weekend trips, and buying new clothes for every event. She didn't want to be the broke friend, so she put everything on her credit card until she had $10,000 in debt. Dave Ramsey often says, you have to live like no one else so later you can live like no one else. That means making different choices, even if others don't understand. The hard truth? Your social circle can make or break your financial future. Lena decided to make a change. She started suggesting budget-friendly activities, home-cooked dinners, hiking trips, and free local events. Some friends supported her, but others pressured her to keep spending. Eventually, she found a new group of like-minded people who also wanted to save money and pay off debt. If you're trying to save, but your friends encourage bad spending habits, it might be time to set boundaries or find new influences. Join a debt-free community online, follow personal finance groups, or find an accountability partner who shares your goals. This doesn't mean you have to lose friends, but you do need to make financial decisions based on your future, not their expectations. When you surround yourself with people who respect your money goals, saving becomes easier and financial freedom happens faster. The best part? One day, when you're debt-free and stress-free, you'll be the one inspiring others to do the same. Living frugally doesn't mean being miserable. It means being smart with your money so you can have a better future. Dave Ramsey's advice isn't just about cutting costs, it's about taking control of your life. Now, if you want to learn how to achieve financial success, then watch this video next. If you made it to this point in the video, please like and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.